Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Jade Buford, who will be driving the number 5 Chevrolet for Big Machine Racing in the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona. And also for the first time, there will be a two cars for Big Machine Racing this year for the first time ever in team history. How's it going?
It's good. I just got home last night. Spent a couple days back in Welcome, North Carolina, over at the Big Machine shop, just getting everything sorted, making sure all my seats and everything are still where we left them last time, and excited to get down to Daytona and see what Parker and I can do with our Big Machine Racing Chevrolets.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun experience, and to be back at Daytona. I know that you're gonna be a pretty busy person this year because you're also the crew chief for the Big Machine entry for the team's TA2 entry. So
Right.
yeah, so it's gonna be a jam-packed year for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy year. Be with Scott on his TA2 program, helping sort out things over there and make sure he has the best car. And I'm looking forward to coming back to the Xfinity Series and giving it our best. I'm thankful for the opportunity to come back and showcase what I can do.
Yeah, and of course, Chris Carrier will be your crew chief. Obviously, a veteran name. Of course, it's the of course crew chief's Parker on the 75 truck entry for Henderson Motorsports. What's it been like working with Chris?
Him and I actually haven't met yet. I've heard really, really good things. I'm excited to meet him and get to work with him. I will also have Rocky Ryan back on the radio for Daytona. Uh, Him and I worked together at Talladega a couple years ago, and I'm literally looking forward to getting to know Chris and getting to work with Rocky again.
Yeah. Um, is this the only race that you plan on doing?
It's the only race that we can announce right now. Hopefully, I will make some more outings, but I think we still have to talk about that and see what schedules look like and see what is possible.
So looking at, just overall with getting back in the Xfinity series, what's it going to be? What's it going to be like for you? Because you haven't been in one of these cars since Portland.
And I don't think it's going to be too huge of a transition. Everything's still pretty fresh in my mind about what it used to be like and the type of racing that I expect to see. So I don't think there'd be too much reacclimation getting back in the driver's seat of one of those cars. I've also been in a car just about as much as I would have been if I was racing, working with Scott on the TA2 side of things, testing and driver coaching and crew chiefing. So I actually feel knowledge-wise, I bring more to the table than I even had prior to last year.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting back in the driver's seat and really seeing what we can do with our double spike cooler Chevrolet.
What are we going to expect at Daytona? Because you've got to make your way into the field if I'm not mistaken. So what's it going to be like? Obviously, just hoping qualifying happens because I think you got a really good piece.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident of the car the guys are putting underneath me. Everybody in the shop's been working really hard together, and I'm just hopeful and keeping my fingers crossed that qualifying goes ahead as planned. And if that happens, I'm pretty confident we'll be in the show in a good position, and then get into the race and see how Parker and I work together.
Yeah, what has it been like? Have you had a chance to talk with Parker since and now that you two are going to kind of work together a little bit as well, along with all really the RCR affiliated cars and really all of Chevrolet.
Right. Yeah, there's always been that alliance with all the RCR cars. Parker and I have talked over the years past, just as like friends and just as competitors usually do. So, but I don't see any reason, or I actually just judging his personality and knowing my personality, I think we're going to work well together. And hopefully we can get one of our BMR cars across the finish line first.
All right. And of course, just talking about being back at Daytona again. What do you feel like? Because obviously, I know you've competed in pretty much everything there with that at Daytona, as well as of course you were in probably numerous Rolexes. Just what's it like always going back there?
Daytona is always a special place. I have been fortunate to drive in the Rolex 24 3 times and then race in IMSA and won the support series, the Michelin Pilot Challenge for I think 9 or 10 years. So Daytona is always a special place. No matter whether you're racing on the road course or the oval, it's always an awesome experience. Every time you go through that tunnel, it's hard not to get goosebumps when you go there. And then when the engine's all fired, then it's definitely a cool feeling.
All right. All right. Well, Jade Buford, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck. Best of luck at Daytona.
Thank you, Casey.